Hey there, welcome. Welcome to Rise and Receive. This is an opportunity in your day to stop whatever you're doing and explore how to receive fulfillment in your life by unlearning struggle. So today we're talking about tip number 7 regarding how to release the resistance that blocks you from receiving what you most want. And today's tip is stop living for when. Hey Julie, nice to see you. Stop living for when. So what does that mean? Well, to warm us up, I'd like to invite you to think about something that you want, a goal, a dream, a wish, or an aspiration. And you keep thinking, whether you're aware of it or not, that something needs to happen first before you can receive what you want. So in other words, when the economy changes, then I might be able to get a job that I want. Or when I have been on enough dates, then I'll finally meet the right person. Or when I really figure out how to eat right and exercise a certain way, and I really show up and I'm really consistent, then I'll have the body I want. Okay. Now, in some ways, that type of cause and effect thinking can serve you, but in many ways, it can actually create resistance because you're getting caught up in what I call when-then thinking. So think about how that applies to your life and sit back and receive this message, because if this resonates for you, you're going to learn today about how you can release some resistance and open the flow to more of what you want simply by becoming conscious of what's happening in consciousness. Now, if you don't know me, my name is Sonia Miller. I'm a speaker, coach, and best-selling author, and I mentor ambitious, goal-oriented people to surpass their limits with ease and speed. And the way that I do this is I teach the one skill that most outcome-driven people are missing, and that skill is how to receive. Because after 25 years as a coach, one of the things I've discovered about goal-oriented, ambitious people, I count myself as one of them, is that we over-rely on the doing skills, much like a hunter who thinks and analyzes and pursues what a hunter does in order to achieve their goals. But we tend to be malnourished in the being skills, which teaches us how to actually receive what we've been working so hard for. So what happens? We don't reach our goal, or we hit that upper limit issue, and what do? We work even harder, and we get trapped on the hard work treadmill. But when you learn how to actually receive, because it is a skill that's rooted in the being skills, not just the doing skills, then you can receive what you've been working so hard for. So that's what we learn here. We explore how to receive and really understand that skill. So today we're going to talk about how to stop living for when, or that when-then cause and effect thinking that can block us. So the first thing that you need to understand is that in the world of being, your consciousness creates your reality. In the world of doing, your actions create your reality. So if you take a lot of action and you figure out a bunch of stuff with your analytical mind, it's great, but it can only take you so far. And when you are feeling like you're hitting your upper limit, then we need to move into the realm of what's happening in consciousness. So what's happening in consciousness when you're in when-then thinking, acting like the hunter, your consciousness is, what I want is not here. I am hungry. I need to hunt an animal. It's not here. I need to go out and get it. When I catch the animal, then I will be able to eat. The goal is to eat to satisfy the hunger, like many of our goals. When I catch the animal, then I will eat. Okay, so what happens is beneath all of that, your consciousness is, what I want is missing. It's lacking. Then you get caught up in all of the things that need to happen first, all of the when stuff. And so what's really happening in consciousness and what keeps you trapped on the hard work treadmill is you're always operating from, my thing is out there in the future. And if you're operating from, my thing is out there in the future, you're going to keep manifesting your thing being out there in the future. At very best, you'll catch the thing, you'll eat, you'll be satisfied, and then what? You're back off in hunting mode. So the hunter's consciousness with when-then thinking is, what I want is not here. Now, in the being skills, we look to the majestic tree, a living being, just like you and I. You are a human being. There are really powerful skills in beingness. But when we over rely on doing, we don't tend to be as aware of what those being skills are and how they produce tangible, fulfilling results in our lives. So what is the consciousness of the tree? Well, the consciousness of the tree is everything I need is right here. Always, all the time. I need air, it's here. I need oxygen, it's here. I need sunlight, it's here. I need earth, it's here. I need minerals, it's here. And it just receives all day, every day. It's just here. Yes, I know that there's exceptions to the rule when there's droughts and there's floods and things like that. But just stay with me, because if you start to pick at that, then you're going to miss the opportunity. Okay, so generally speaking, the tree is a being that is a fortunate receiver. Good fortune meaning that it comes from unknown and unexpected sources. So when you experience good fortune, you didn't plan for it. You didn't go get it. You just received it. And that's what the tree does all day long as a being. It's a fortunate receiver. Everything that it wants is here. It doesn't examine anything. It doesn't pursue anything. It doesn't hunt anything. And most importantly, in consciousness, it's lacking, excuse me, it's lacking nothing. It's lacking nothing. So your opportunity when you're caught in when then thinking is to notice, excuse me, let me see if I can clear this. There we go. Everything I needed. So to stop the resistance from when then thinking, the first step is to notice and stop. Stop the seeking. Stop the when this happens, then I'll get the thing. Okay, that's the first thing. Just stop. Now let me check my cheat sheet here. The next thing, oh my goodness. The next thing is to understand this. What you really want is a feeling. You may think you want the thing, but what you really want is the feeling you think that thing will give you when you get it. So you want a relationship? What's the feeling you want? The feeling you want is fill in the blank. Connection, passion, companionship, right? Fun, play, support. The thing you want is money. What's the feeling you want? Security, safety, power, freedom, peace, safety, security, that kind of stuff. Okay, you want the weight loss. What's the feeling? Health, lightness, beauty, ease. Okay, so you think you want the thing, but what you really want is the feeling. Okay, now here's the thing. Feelings are already here, right now. Just like everything that the tree needs is already here. And you're able to connect with that feeling in the right here, right now versus the when, then, someday in a couple ways. So let's talk about how to make that shift. I call that shifting from form, which is the thing, to the essence. You're going to start focusing on the essence of what you want, the feelings, so that the form can come, because life will deliver the form. Okay, life will deliver the form. For the tree, you might think of it like the tree, if it wants anything, is nourishment. All right. The form sometimes is water, sometimes it's minerals, sometimes it's the breath that we exhale. You know, it can be many different forms, but what it's actually inviting is the nourishment to keep flourishing. So you're going to focus on the feelings or the essence, so the form will come. So step number 1, stop seeking. Step number 2, understand that what you really want is a feeling. Step number 3, begin to focus on the essence, so the form will come. And step number 4 is to shift to, I have the feelings right here, right now. So how do we do this? Number 1, identify the feeling of what you think you want, okay? And once you identify it, let's say you want that feeling of freedom that comes with more money, right? Start thinking about, where in my life do I already feel freedom? and really start to pay attention to that. It's even easier if you think about it ahead of time so that you can watch for it and notice for when it shows up in your life. You know what? I really feel free when I go on my daily walks along the river and the sun is shining. I feel a lot of freedom. I love that feeling. Or I feel really free when I get off of work and then I get to go hang out with my friends. Think about when you feel free, and then every time you actually feel it in your body right here, right now, notice and experience it fully. And then if you can bring it into your awareness and say, oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for this freedom that I'm feeling. And then like the tree, become an invitation for more better. How does it get even better than this? What else is possible now? You don't have to feel the freedom just with money, because what you really want is the feeling. And when you receive that feeling here and now, then that will flourish, just like the tree grows and flourishes as it receives its nourishment, all right? That consciousness, that way that you're really tapping into your being skills of receiving what is here right now, is what allows you to receive more and better of the things that you want. That stops the resistance, that blocks, that stops the when then thinking that creates resistance and opens the flow. So that's the here and now experience. Another way to bring those feelings into right here, right now is, let's say you're wanting more money and the feeling you're feeling is lack. Stop, notice, stop seeking for solutions to the lack of money, and simply place your attention on willingness. I am willing to feel the freedom that is right here, right now, even if I don't know how. I'm willing to believe that there is freedom for me to experience right here, right now, in money and in other ways. You're just shifting your focus from not here to willing to see, believe, and feel how it's already here. That allows you to release the when then and put your attention right here, right now on what you want in a way that allows you to connect with that it can be here for you right here, right now. As you do this, the flow opens up. So I invite you to practice that. I hope you like it. And to send you off, here's the card I pulled from the Receive Oracle card deck. Okay? Receive things. So this, if you don't know me, if you haven't seen this before, these Receive Oracle cards, you can get them on Amazon. They have 56 micro teachings, 56 affirmations that direct your attention towards what you want versus what you don't want. Supports your capacity to learn how to receive. It's super simple and very, very effective and powerful. As a matter of fact, just this week from my students, one person shared with me that from one day to 1 week later, when she says, you know what, I really need to open up to receiving money, she received $5,000. I'm not kidding you. This kind of stuff happens all the time when you practice the receiving principles and release resistance. Another student has been showing up to the Receive experience. We were on module 3, I think, and she wanted to grow her business, and she started to receive new client calls, new group offerings to offer her groups. She was asking for support for something new, which is, I want to make sure that I'm prepared for these new clients. Can we have a conversation? It really happens that quickly. The Receive method is 3 steps. It's really simple. It's a little unfamiliar, might take a little bit of practice, but it super duper works. So you can learn about these receiving principles with these cards. This is what they look like. There's a whole bunch of them for you to explore, and 56 micro teachings here. So have fun with that. As I send you off, here is the affirmation for Receive Things. I am willing to expand my capacity to receive the fulfillment that is already here. Imagine that. Imagine if you really could be like the tree and be willing to believe that everything you want is already here, and that the only thing between you and receiving it is learning how to receive. You don't have to go get it. You don't have to find it. It's not missing. You just get to learn how to open up and receive. That's what's available to you. So I hope you like this. If you did, please like, please share. It helps me reach the people that I'm here to serve. If you're on YouTube, click the red subscribe button and I'll let you know each time I release a video. And remember, you cannot receive what you most want if you don't know how to receive. So if you'd like to learn more, Come join me at the Receive community on Facebook. I'll include a link above and below. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you at the next Rise and Receive. Bye, everybody.